Hello, my beautiful bearded friends. So today we're going to talk about your unruly beard and really what makes it unruly and the best way to combat it. Now, what makes a beard unruly? I think as you're growing out your beard, there are a ton of things that can sort of push it into the unruly box. And I think if anyone here has grown a beard, you just know that there's moments where it just looks better than others. Like you look at photographs, you're like, God, that was a great beard. And then in other times, you're like, oh my God, I cannot believe it. And there seems to be a very fine line between a beard looking unruly and a beard looking like well manicured. And it's just about getting a few key things right. So in this video, we're going to go through the habits that I think are super important for making your beard look not unruly and tamed, I guess, is the opposite of unruly, but also what makes your beard really look unruly and how you can best combat each and every one of them. Okay, let's get into it. I think really before we jump into the problems, we really have to look at the underlying issues. Now, an unruly beard, in my opinion, and I think in a lot of other people's perception, is one that just looks like fluffy, it looks wiry, it looks dry, it looks uneven. All of these things really make a beard look unruly, and it's really hard to keep a beard within the social constructs of being tame. And it's about setting up those daily habits and routines that sort of pay back and really compound the progress that you're making with keeping your beard in a nice, unruly or tame state. So yeah, I think the first one is trimming, right? The first thing is trim up your beard all the time. I do a fortnightly big trim and then I do a daily kind of just little touch up. Now I don't take out bulk, I just get rid of those little stray hairs. Thin beards are also something that can really make your beard look unruly. So one of the things I do is I kind of put my hands behind my beard. I also can do it with a piece of white paper like this, and I can essentially just have a look to see where the biggest density is of my beard. And so what I do is I cut back to that density. Now, if you're growing out your beard, what you need to do is ignore that for like 3 months and just let it grow and then cut back to the maximum density. You may find you have to take off about 1/2 inch to 1 inch. But yes, cutting back to your maximum density is so important. And if you have got like a blonde beard or a lighter beard, that can be a little bit hard to kind of work out for yourself. So yeah, it's not about having like a beard you can't see through, but it's about where it goes from wispy to more dense, and that's where you want to kind of keep that beard length. Another thing is a dry beard. Like dry beards instantly get unruly because they start kind of splaying out. They're more, I guess, staticky than other beards, and it's really simply down to not drying out your beard when you are shampooing, so only doing that every so often. Shampooing only on like every other day or every 3rd day is what I do. So twice a week normally I shampoo my beard. I condition it with hair conditioner. I think that's absolutely fine. And then also not using a hair shampoo on your beard. Now, I was a bit of a kind of skeptic. I was like, yeah, sure, shampoo, but really it makes a huge difference. So make sure you use beard shampoo on your beard. Now go check out my other video where I have everything you need to know about Beard Brand and Hamish Andy. I do a side-by-side comparison. It's a good video. I'll put the link somewhere wherever that goes. And then lastly, it's about split ends. Split ends are kind of the symptom of a really dry beard, and that can really make it look fluffy, unkept, you know, all of these things. So yeah, that I think are the big things that constitute an unruly beard. So let's have a look in more detail at trimming up your beard so that yeah, it doesn't look so unruly. Now, here's the thing about trimming up your beard. I genuinely believe that 85% of beard maintenance comes from, and I guess the effect of that comes from trimming up your beard regularly, getting it done by a professional if you're not confident doing it yourself. I've done mine myself pretty much the whole time I've had a beard, and I've been to a professional twice, and I didn't really like the way they cut it, but I took a lot of kind of tips and tricks away from what they did, and I kind of just then emulated that myself. But trimming up the lines, like what I like to do is in my bathroom, I've got white kind of tiles, and I like to turn my head and just watch the outer edge of my beard. And what I'm looking for is any significant kind of hairs that break away from the main bulk of my hair. Now, the thing is that a lot of people say, well, just use products. But I've not had a huge success with just sort of like sticking down these wild hairs with products like wax or butters. They just kind of end up escaping. So I think if your beard is like mine, then you should just, just trim them. And so that's what I do is I look down the lines and I just trim, and I go all the way around. And essentially that just gets rid of those really unruly hairs, and it keeps the main bulk of my beard in one spot, in one kind of location, sort of like contained. And that's a really important thing. And then also I trim up my mustache line. I used to do it above my lip, but now I do it essentially where my lip joins. You can see my bottom lip, but you shouldn't be able to see my top lip. And that's where I trim my mustache to. And once again, I kind of just look for an even blend from my mustache to my beard. And that is how I trim up. I do it fortnightly. But like I said, I really genuinely believe that 85% of your results will come from learning to trim your beard properly, getting the lines nice and straight, learning to use trimmers properly, and if in doubt, go speak to a professional and they can give you advice, even if you want to do it at home eventually. Once you've kind of got that main shape to your beard, it is all about habit and routine. Now, what does your daily beard routine look like? Is it that you just wash? Is it that you just wet it? Is it that you only use oil? And an unruly beard, I think, comes from a non-consistent beard routine. I have the same routine, a fortnightly rolling routine, pretty much every day. I wet my beard and I shampoo it every other day, or every 3 days, depending on how sort of like sweaty, how much running I'm doing, that sort of stuff. But I will shampoo, dry, and then I will sort of towel pat, and then I will blow dry a little bit, then I'll put beard oil in, and then I'll sort of hot hair dryer it straight while sort of combing, and that kind of trains my beard into this downwards kind of shape. And then what do? And then I use a cool setting and a very light brushing with my boar's hair brush on top, and then I will follow up with my DIY balm. And so that is what I do every single day. It seems like a lot, but it's it takes me less than 5 minutes these days, and it is something that I really think that has helped keep my beard consistent. Like if you look back through all my past videos, some days it's a little bit frizzier than others, but generally it's kind of within small error bars, and that's what I really like about it. And just keeping that consistent routine up. Now this is about developing the right habits. Habits are developed by cue, then the habit, or the action, and then reward. And so my cue is getting out of the shower. Like it's the same time every day. I just out of the shower, okay, it's beard time. And I just spend 5 minutes going through my routine, and the reward for me is looking into the mirror and being like, my beard looks great. And that gives me a sense of satisfaction. And now I feel weird if I don't do something with my beard. Like if I'm traveling, I don't have the opportunity to do something hardcore with my beard like I do every morning, then it just feels weird and out of place. It really is about trying different products, getting different products in different orders, and coming up with a routine where you think your beard, like my beard looks looks bloody awesome today. And that's the routine you want to develop and keep, and you want to do regularly. Even if it's every couple of days, I think that doesn't matter. But yes, having a routine every day means that your beard will not be unruly, and it's really not as time consuming as it may feel or you may think. It's just about, as soon as you get into that habit, it becomes automatic, and then your beard's going to look great. An unruly beard, 85% of it is trimming. Then you've got your habits, and I really feel like the last 15% is products. Now, don't overthink the products. If your beard is unruly, use a beard balm. Use a beard balm with beard wax. Like, stay away from the beard oils. Use something that will provide a little bit of control to your beard. But I don't use a beard balm or beard wax every single day. I just let the day, I guess, dictate what I need to do. If my beard is like drier than usual, I'll use a butter or a balm. Go check out my other video where I've got my DIY balm. It's brilliant. It's amazing. I've worked it, sort of like perfected the ingredients over the course of the last couple of years. And then, yeah, just choose products that are organic, that are kind of natural. I know like that's all buzzwords, but I have found that it is important to include products that don't sort of just, make your beard look heavy and gross, and I've done that by choosing products where I know where all the ingredients are just, natural, honest Amish. If I'm going to plug anything, this isn't a paid promotion. Honest Amish seems to have hit the nail on the head when it comes to affordability, good quality organic products, and effective products. So yes, don't overthink it, but that last 15% of unruliness can be controlled with the appropriate products, but lean on trimming up and shaping your beard first before you consider what products you want to use, and use them sparingly, and your beard will thank you for it. So there we are. There are all the ways that I think your beard can look unruly and what you can do about it. So let me know in the comments what you would add to that. And also, this video is based on an article on beardgrowingpro.com. I have tons more information and links and resources. So if it is something you want to know more about, go check out that article. I'll leave a link in the description. But until next time, I shall see you in the next video.